Hey guys, it's Jan, Not a Real Farm. All right guys, it's Saturday and it is about 43 degrees Celsius in here, which is pretty much almost 90 in the greenhouse, and I'm just about to turn the fans on, but I wanted to show you that we've got our Primo tomatoes, some of them, not all of them, and we're going to be transplanting these today into the greenhouse because we have cleaned the panels, we've dug down the dirt, we've flipped it around, and it's just time to get these into the ground. Because from here on in, there's not going to be any frost that's going to touch these plants. And as you can see, they've actually been, let me just back up here, they're starting to flower. They've actually been in the containers for that long. So we've got nice, healthy plants. The bottom leaves we have to take off anyway because we're going to plant them right down pretty much to the top of the leaves, the very, very top. And we're going to let them be after that, water them, and away we go. So we've got about 20 plants here that we're going to be planting today, and we thought we would take you along. Okay guys, so first off, I've got my tomato auger on my drill, and this is what I'm going to use to set the depth of the holes for the tomatoes, just because I want to get them down really, really deep, and I can't do that if I'm sort of doing that by hand. So this tool is actually really neat. Cost me about 20 bucks, but it's so worth it. Now, it doesn't look like I drilled it very far, but once you start seeing how I actually round out the hole here, you'll see just how much dirt it's actually loosened up. So cabbage moths flying everywhere. Let me just get right up to that. All right, so before I put the tomato plant in, that sort of gives you a perspective on how much dirt it actually loosened up. So the little shovel basically just helped me move that out of the way so that we can actually put the tomato plant in. So here is one of our nice Primo plants. So what I'm going to do here is I want to remove these leaves. I'm also going to remove this leaf so that I'm left pretty much with the very top. I'm gonna take this one too. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it all the way down in there. So let's roll this out. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this out of the way. There's a root in here that I don't want around my plant. And then we're just gonna put it in here. So you see how deep that is, and now what we're going to do is we're going to bury it, and we'll feed the tomato plants after. Some people like to feed the roots right away. I usually just give them some tomato feed after. Make it straight. And there we have it. So the tomato plant's a little bit angry because I rolled them out of the pot, but they'll recuperate no problem once I get a little splash of water. And then we move on to the next plant. Okay, so once again, we have a beautiful plant. If you look really closely, a lot of my plants are starting to get flowers. So we definitely want to get them into the ground. So we're going to take off this leaf, taking off this one. And it might look like I'm stripping the plant bare. But the plant will be okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take them out of the cup. So you can see here, it's really hard sometimes when they're in the cup to really tell how much water they have. This one's pretty good. It's not technically root bound, but a lot of the water that it got sits on top. So when you look at the roots on the bottom, it's dry in the cup, right? It's also good if it's not too root bound. So if you can shake those roots a little bit, you can see here how the roots are coming nicely, then that's perfect. So it's not completely root bound. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to choose our spot for our tomato. And I might have ran out of juice. So there we go. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to move the cup out of the way. And then we're gonna just get all that nice loose soil out of the way. And the greenhouse soil is actually a five-way mix. And so this soil has a combination of pretty much peat moss, it's got creek soil, got all kinds of different things mixed in it. If you're looking for the exact mix, I can actually just put that in the description. Boy, I love that little tool. Makes the dirt so nice and loose. Another thing about the dirt that I have is it's crumbly, so you can see here it's got sand in it too, and that also helps to keep everything drained nicely. Okay, take out all the ugly roots that are there, and now we have our plant that we're going to put in that's probably going to be angry. And then we're going to cover them in. All right. Now, grab my hose. Give it a little shot of water. And away we go. So we've got about 50 plants of the Primo hybrid that we're going to be planting this year. The idea of doing a hybrid is so that even when we do our heirlooms outside, we're going to make sure that we have a really big tomato crop this year, because we want to do a lot of pasta sauces and a lot of salsas, because we want to put up a lot of food this winter. So we have about 50 to go across, and then hopefully we still have some room left for maybe a few more, but we'll see. So far we've got 2 planted. It's going to take a while. Okay guys, so here we are. I fast forwarded sort of through my planting, but take a look here. We've got all of our tomatoes planted around the bin. And so today we're going to stop there. We've got other tomatoes that we'd like to put in, but those aren't going to be able to go outside for probably a little while. And then down here, we're going to start putting in some peppers. So we'll do another video on that, but not bad. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tomato plants. 16 tomato plants, actually. So that's going to give us quite a bit of tomatoes, and that's not sort of the end of our planting. So it's a really good start. That's really it for us today, guys. We are just in here really just getting our tomatoes planted and getting ready for harvest season ahead of time. We're going to be doing some freeze drying of tomatoes, and we're going to be doing some canning. So far we've got 15 plants sort of spaced a foot apart. We're going to be single stemming them. and collecting them and hopefully sharing our canning and our freeze drying videos with you as well. See you soon.